through my veins. You know my name. Travis Wayne Goodsell. So, for all of those dumbasses who on YouTube channels demand that I provide proof of documents, bleep you, and there you go. 2 days worth of documents. So, nobody's watching. Remember, those of you who've been following me for a while, that YouTube tanked my views, and then all of a sudden there was this weird anomalies of 1 hour during a day in which I would get upwards of 200 views for that hour. And that's what I normally should be getting every hour, every single day. And then boom, something happened. The beginning of last week, the views did indeed get to 150 and working its way to 200 every single hour of the day for several days. Weird. It's like somebody went on vacation to stop their cyber terrorism, which is a crime against me. So, yeah, and then of course, YouTube then said that an American news clip is banned in France, and therefore I get punished, and the views tanked again. Sure. Right before conference. Yeah, the church isn't true. If you're going to ignore my videos and run away and hide, not listen to them, and then come to one video of mine and then lie and deny to my face, bleep you. You didn't do the study. You didn't do the research. You didn't look at the documents in the scriptures and the Joseph Smith papers, nor did you study the Bible lands. Real study, not Christian study. Science-based, logical, Socratic methodology, research, theory development for testing for confirmation of truth. You know, Alma chapter 32, starting in verse 28. Science. The Jews used science, did they? Weird. Christians keep saying they're of the devil. And so yes, the church's homepage, website, is a declaration to all the world that they are the great and abominable church of Lucifer, prophesied and revealed from the Book of Mormon, as well as those Jews in those Jewish scriptures that were wrong. And so Constantine created Christianity to prove the Jews were wrong by turning all of it literal history. Abominable. So, yeah. There's a massive hatred towards all things Jews. And once Christians got a hold of them, changed them to Christianity, now all of a sudden the Jews are okay as long as it's against Islam. With the knowledge that Jesus is coming to murder Islam and convert the Jews to Christianity. Now they're okay. I saw the Young Sheldon final season 7 episode where both mothers baptized their granddaughter. behind the backs of their children. It should be criminal. It should be criminal. And yet Grandma got thrown in prison for her gambling operation at the laundromat. Hilarious. And it won't get into that subject. But what is it? What is it? Everybody's having fun, but me. Won't talk about it. But it's a shower scene. And so yeah, it was also very nice to see that Sheldon got put in his place out in Germany. Dummkopf! What? But I'm the smartest kid at school, and he called me a Dummkopf. You're studying string theory, which is not a theory, because nobody can test it. So, yeah. Real simple, real easy. That's it. There's nothing in the church news. Church went silent. I mean, yeah, they're still working, but the prophets are out of their meeting. And so whatever they decided to do, they've already done it. And most likely they're kicking it back, planning their vacation to flee the country and abandon Mormons and take the money and run. But if you're not going to watch my videos, if you're not going to do your study and research, dear God, Mormons. And then you get mad at me for doing so. I did my research. I was obedient. Why weren't you obedient? Dear God. You just have an eternal hatred towards those who study. Oh, you study your scriptures. I just had to pray and get the right feeling. Yeah, and it was wrong, wasn't it? Oops. So, Oaks, I shouldn't have to keep repeating this just because every single video YouTube allows one new person from around the world, except France. And then they don't even bother to check my channel. They just assume this is the first and only video I've ever put out. Oh, wow, this is wrong. This isn't about Jesus. Dumbasses. My hell. And so, yeah, President Dallin H. Oaks. Saturday, March 14th, 2020, in Las Vegas, Nevada, only to the missionaries. This was not revealed to anyone else around the church, around the world. Nobody else was supposed to hear this. He was just supposed to talk to them and then get back to Temple Square or somewhere else in the world, talking about how the United States needs to be overthrown so that the church can get child bride polygamy back. And so a naughty sister missionary, 19 years of age, naughty girl, recorded the living prophet of Jesus. And then when she got back from her mission, did a YouTube channel, and she's still single, and so another Mormon who's single, maybe not, finds her attractive, is flirting with her by promoting her channel, and taking the quote that she had gotten from the recording, saying that at the beginning of 2020, the beginning. It's like everybody's forgotten. This is not the end of the world. What? It's at the beginning of 2020. What do you mean it's not the end of the world? What are you talking about, Oaks? But merely a test? What? What is going to happen in 2020, Oaks? Please tell us more. A trial run for the second coming of the 5 for $5 Subway sandwiches? Or a footlong for $5, I guess it is. Are you kidding me? If it was 5 for $5, I'd be there every day. Every 5 days, maybe. And do you seriously not understand what he's saying here? The end of the world with the second coming of Jesus. Do you really not study your scriptures? Are you really that ignorant of Mormonism that you can't figure out that this church believes Jesus is coming from outer space, having failed to save the Jews during the literal history Roman period time of Roman Emperor Constantine's Nicene Creed creating Christianity and then anachronisming the Bible of the Jews, which was not even a Bible. That was a Christian compilation. Only to have a second coming in which he's going to come from outer space, murder Islam and other heathens, which for Christians means you too, Mormons. Oh, well, those Christians, they're not very bright. Jesus is actually non-Trinitarian. And you're going, what? Huh? What's non-Trinitarian? What does that mean? Huh? And so then I'd have to quote, having a body of flesh and bone as tangible as man's. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Isn't that in the Old Testament somewhere? Vincenzo di Francesca. If you don't know that classic movie, shame on you. Because I will not burn the Jewish Book of Mormon, but the church wants to destroy it, making the whole world believe it's Christian. Destroying Joseph Smith, destroying the Book of Mormon, fooling everybody into believing it's Christian, and thus destroying it. Nobody ever knowing that it was supposed to be Jewish. Making the whole world illiterate. And so 2020 was just a test, and you've already forgot what happened in 2020. And you weren't following my channel, so you had no idea what I was up to that year. You don't even bother to read your scriptures, so why would I ask you to read the book of Exodus to find out what I did that year? You wouldn't understand. And so, I've already been going over the documents with you guys. The Way to Perfection, the gathering at Adam on Diamond, the secret headquarters of the Danites to coup America in the latter days. So says Thomas B. Marsh in his affidavit to Governor Boggs, that then signed the extermination order. And Joseph Smith got framed and blamed, and Brigham Young cooed the church. turned the name to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And so, Joseph Fielding Smith Sr. confesses, yep, there's going to be a coup in the latter days. There will be a transfer of authority, government, from the usurper and impostor Lucifer to the rightful king. And you read in the Book of Mormon, no kingmen, no kings. A constitutional republic of Mosiah, Moses Yah, the Hebrew God. Oh, you didn't know it was an actual combination of two Hebrew words put together? And so it is preparatory to the coming in the clouds of glory, the second coming of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Transfer of authority, and then boom, the end of the world, second coming. And Oaks confessed, boom, 2020 was the test run for the coup of the government and the destruction of the wicked. So the church is going to be wicked to bring Jesus, who will destroy the wicked. Dumbass Christians. The coming of Jesus Christ as a thief who is purposely robbing you. Your tithing money is being robbed. The church is hoarding it. It's not for the poor. It's not for Zion. Because Malachi and Joseph Smith in section 64 are specifically talking about the economy in Zion. And the economy is no monetary system of economy. But how are we going to pay for it? Dumbasses all. And so yes, the church purposely is making you dumb. They are purposely lying to you, covering things up and hiding it from you, because the world will not know of it. The members of the church will not know of it. The world cannot know of it. The saints cannot know of it. It's a secret combination. The church is a fraud, a criminal fraud, a seditious conspiracy terrorist fraud. And every single one of you who hate me and want to have me murdered and silenced and punished, you're the enemy, not me. Oh, Travis, you and your literacy. Why can't you be illiterate like the rest of us and just believe? Trust in the Lord. Bleep you all. They have no authority. They're not even a religion. I've done those videos. I've shown you those documents. You still don't want to believe. You make excuses. You throw out accusations and lies and denialisms and false testimonials. All so that you can preserve your own little faith bubble. You hope that I just go away if you ignore me. I'm not dead yet, and they've not done their little dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Right? Female president of the Community of Christ. God, she was so suckered. Just 200 million. That isn't even 0.1% of the total asset value of the church. She could have easily held out for a couple $100 billion. Easily. and the church would have paid it. Because a couple $100 billion might be close to 1%. But this is the church. They treat women as stupid. And sure enough, the brand new first ever female president of the Community of Christ got punked by the prophets of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Because for them, yeah, a couple $100 million, that's a lot of money. But the church has got something planned in the coming days. So, I cannot help you. You are past feeling. You are purposely cutting yourself off. Joseph Smith warned you not to do it. Book of Mormon warned you not to do it. Book of Mormon's warning you about utter destruction. Joseph Smith warned you of utter destruction. And thus the whole Jewish scriptures in the Bible and excluded from the Bible by Christians, all warning you, Mormons, not just the whole world, in the coming days. In the coming days. Bye-bye.